What's up everyone, today we're going to be installing the 714 setup. So if you haven't seen my previous video, I'll put in the description where I did 514. But basically the Klipsch R-51Ms I'm going to be installing on the ceiling. And yeah, I got my Onkyo power amplifier as well, so I can now do the full setup. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we'll start off by unboxing the Onkyo power amplifier. I got this from ABT as an open box item, so we'll see how it looks. Looks like they just put bubble wrap everywhere. And here's how it looks. So honestly, it doesn't look that bad. It just looks like there's fingerprints everywhere. I'm looking at the side here. Let's see. Let's unwrap this plastic first, actually. Alright, so here's the overall condition. And yeah, it looks like it's almost new. Just, you know, fingerprints everywhere. A little dirty, but I'll clean that up. That's not a problem. Now, let me just show y'all how the back looks. It's a pretty simplified design. We got our inputs there and our speaker inputs there. Speaking of speakers, these are the Klipsch R-51M, and that's how they look. Now, these speakers will be my surrounds, and here's the port right here. And up here is where I'm going to install the bracket so we can wall mount these. There's no keyhole mounting like the R-41Ms here, so I'm going to install that here. But before I do that, let's go ahead and get the amplifier set up now, shall we? Alright, so the receiver only has 9 channels, so the other 2 channels to make 11 is going to come from the amplifier. So now I'm going to plug in these RCA cables to the back of my receiver, and then we'll plug them into the amplifier. Alright, unplugged in. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is hook up the 12 volt trigger. This will turn on the amplifier. And I'm trying to see where it's at. There it is. We're going to plug it here, and then this wire will go to the amplifier. Alright, so I've gone ahead and ran the 2 additional wires needed to hook up the speakers on the wall. So next we're just going to go ahead and wire them up here and route them up there, bring them here for that speaker. And then the other one is going to have to come all the way around and come on this side. So yeah, let's go ahead and start hammering some nails into the wall. Alright, so now we got these wires. We're just going to go ahead and attach them here. So these wires are going to the speakers, and then we're going to hook up the input and the 12 volt trigger from the receiver. Alright, so it's nice and wired. I've cleaned it up as well, and check this out. Press this, turn this on. Check that out. Turns on the exact same time as my receiver, and if I turn this off, it also turns off. So now let's go ahead and do some speaker stuff. Alright, so it really pains me, and I mean it really does to do this, but I want to drill into this, which is very sad. So we're just going to go ahead and drill into this. Man, that hurts my heart. Let me tell you. Hurts my heart doing this. Hope I don't damage anything, that's my other concern. Okay, I put a washer here so that the screw doesn't go in too much, just enough to hold this. And then we're gonna put a screw on each side because I gotta do this right. And we're gonna test this out because if this is too high, then I have to plug those holes now, and at the same time, you know. So like I said, hopefully I didn't break anything inside there. I highly doubt there's anything important right here in this edge. And yeah, let's see how this looks. So we're gonna do a test. I'm not gonna mount it where you're about to see this right now, but right here I already have a screw. I'm probably gonna fall down. I'm gonna use my head. And there we go. Alright. So there you have it. Ooh, I forgot about the fan. There you have it. That's how it's gonna look. But obviously I'm not gonna put it here because it's completely in the way of those speakers. And it's too low, we're gonna make it higher. So I think this here is a good spot. This side is easy. That side's gonna be a pain because that's a concrete wall. And yeah. Alright, so this is dangerous AF, but I'm gonna drill this here. Ooh. There goes my good news is it seems like it's not going to go anywhere. That actually might be 2 in. That's not going anywhere. Okay, let's see if the speaker fits. Yep. Alright, how does that look? That don't look too bad. I'm just gonna route this wire pretty close to the listening position. I mean, we sit right here, so it's not too bad. So yeah, concrete walls suck. This drill bit's not made for concrete, so it's gonna be really hard to do this. Alright, that's a cool amount inside. Let's see if this fits. Oh, it's actually not bad. That actually might have just worked out perfectly. So now this should go right in. Hopefully. And this should theoretically be... Oh yeah, that's not gonna go anywhere. Now let's see if this actually works out. Of course it does. My main concern is it wobbles around a lot. The reason it wobbles around is because the screw gives it too much leverage still. So maybe I'll put the screw in a little bit more. There's like no leverage left. Let's see if that fixes the issue. Oh yeah, that's much better. That is so much better. Cool. So that should not fall, hopefully. I'll move that wire out the way. So now what I'm gonna do is this wire needs to come along all the way here, meet up with this wire, run it all the way along that wall with the rest of those, and we'll be good. All right, so I'm just gonna hammer these in. So the wire is nice and neat. I mean, you're still gonna see the wire, but. All right, so this is just holding the wire. I'm gonna go ahead and do this all around, and then we'll come back when I'm done. All right, so everything is done. So we have the 3 speakers there, 2 Atmos speakers there, and we have our surrounds right there and right there, rear surround and rear Atmos speakers. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and calibrate this and see how it sounds after. Alright, so obviously it's probably hard for you to hear how it sounds. You have to be in person to know how it sounds. But what I will say is, if you're like me and you have a 512 setup and you're debating between a 514 or a 712, for my testing, 514 is the way to go. Don't go for 712 because 514 in my opinion just sounds so much nicer. However, I didn't want to make that compromise. That's why I bought the Onkyo power amplifier and went straight for 714, because that way you get the full, you know, the full 9-channel speaker setup. Be sure to subscribe because the Onkyo TX RZ50 video is coming next. I actually already hooked it up, but you'll see the video. So yeah, see you on the next one.